What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be walking you guys through the best tips, tricks, and hidden features for the brand new iPad Air. Everything I'm about to show you guys is going to allow you to use your iPad Air like a complete expert. So without further ado, let's dive into today's video, the best tips, tricks, and hidden features for the brand new iPad Air. There's going to be tons of tricks I'm going to show you guys throughout this video on how to use your iPad Air like a complete pro, but the iPad Air also has tons of new features I want to show you guys as well, with one of the coolest being the Fingerprint ID to get into the iPad. So as you know, most iPhones nowadays have the Face ID or the fingerprint to get into your iPhone, but now the iPad Air actually has a Fingerprint ID right on the power button, which is located right here, and this is going to allow you to get into your iPad without having to type in your password. So let me show you guys how this is done. All you have to do is just shut off your iPad, and what you're going to do is you're just going to place your fingerprint right here, and as you can see, we get in with ease, and it takes 1 second. So instead of having to type in your long password, this is a new way to get into your iPad Air opposed to having to type that in. So definitely check that out, and I'm going to show you guys how to set that up on this iPad Air if you already don't know how to. So in case you guys are not sure how to set up this Fingerprint ID like I previously showed you guys, it is super easy to do, and it only takes 1 second. So all you have to do is just go to settings right here, and then you're gonna see that we have tons of options to choose from once we get to settings, but we wanna focus on Touch ID and passcode right here. You just wanna put in your password, and then we're just gonna take us to this fingerprint page. And then all you have to do is just add a fingerprint. It's super easy. So we just click add a fingerprint right here. And then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna place your finger at the power button, and the iPad's gonna be able to begin to pick up your Fingerprint ID. And then soon enough after you do this, you're gonna be able to get into your iPad without having to type in that password. So if we put our finger right here, you're gonna see that it's gonna start to pick up all indents on our finger. And you're gonna wanna keep doing this until the red is all completely filled up on your fingerprint. Then once that's set up, you're gonna be able to get into your iPad without having to use your password. This takes a moment, but just keep doing it until you are all set. It's gonna tell you to cover your top button completely, so make sure you're doing that. And then once that's all set, you're gonna be able to get into your iPad with ease using that Fingerprint ID. So we're gonna click continue, and you're gonna wanna place your finger on the iPad further to get the rest of the indents that we missed previously. So once you do that, come back to this video, and you're gonna be able to get into your iPad with this Fingerprint ID. As you can see, my Fingerprint ID is complete and now is ready to get in and use to get into my iPad. So we're just gonna click continue right here. And now we have full access using that specific finger I used to set up this Touch ID and passcode. So let's try it out. So for example, let's shut off my iPad. Then what I'm gonna do is just gonna place my finger right here. You're gonna see it already unlocks. We're just gonna put it right there, and we are automatically into our iPad without having to type in that password. So this is a brand new feature for the iPad Air. And like I said, all the other iPhones and new Apple tech has this fingerprint or Face ID, and this is a new feature for the iPad Air, which I thought was super cool and allows much more efficiently to get into your iPad. So definitely check that out and set that up if you have it. And let's move on to the next feature for the brand new iPad Air. So I know I just showed you guys one of the coolest and newest features for the iPad Air, which is the Fingerprint ID, which is brand new. Like I said, you just use your fingerprint to get in by touching the power button, but there's tons of other cool features that are brand new for the iPad Air. As you can see, first off, it's got an incredible display. This display is a 10.9-inch liquid retina display, allowing you to see very clearly, and it has a great interface. On top of this, the iPad Air also has an anti-reflective coating. So what this means is you're not gonna have to deal with any reflections from any light while using the iPad and while looking at its screen. So this is a great new feature for the iPad Air. And on top of this, like previous iPads, it's also compatible with the Apple Pencil. So if you have the Apple Pencil, you might as well use it for your iPad. It makes great for note-taking, and you can access any applications or settings while using that Apple Pencil. So if you have it, you might as well use it, and if you don't, there's no worries. You can still access tons of great features without that Apple Pencil. But now this is a quick overview of the other features for the iPad Air. I'm gonna dive into some neat tips, tricks, and other hidden features to get you guys started, and that's gonna allow you to use your iPad like an absolute pro. I'm sure all of you have Apple products, and if you do, I'm sure you've noticed that if you wanna silence any notifications on your Apple product, there's usually a button that you flick right here on the side of the phone that will mute all of your notifications or put it on a buzzer so you don't have to hear a sound when getting those notifications. But the iPad Air is actually different from all those other Apple products like the iPhones. So there is no button here this time around. For the iPad Air, if you want to silence any notifications all you have to do is, it's super easy. You just have to access the control center on the iPad Air, which all you have to do for that is just see where this battery percentage is. All you have to do is just pull down right here, and you're gonna have access to all of these notifications and settings that you can alter on your iPad Air. For example, if you want to mute your notifications so you don't have to receive a sound and you'd just rather have it on silent or a buzzer, you just click this bell icon right here. And by clicking that, that's going to put your notifications on mute or on buzzer, opposed to having those notifications make any sounds. And to do that, you just click it, and now whenever I receive a notification, you're not going to have a noise come out of your iPad. It's just going to vibrate, or you're not going to hear anything at all. So if you like to do that and you'd like to have your notifications on silent, I definitely recommend doing that. I honestly always keep my notifications on silent or on buzzer, opposed to having that sound on, because it helps me focus. And as you know, if we have an Apple product, you guys can receive a lot of notifications, whether it's an email, a text, or any other notification. So I always prefer to have that buzzer on silent, opposed to having those notifications turned on. So if you guys want to do that, I just want to let you know that the button's not on the side like the iPhones. It is accessible through this control center, and all you have to do is just click that bell icon, and your notifications are going to be on silent opposed to making that noise. And I just want to show you guys that tip for future reference. As you guys can see, I have tons of different widgets and apps on my iPad Air, and I know if you have an Apple product, most of us have tons of apps to choose from, and it can be sometimes difficult to find the apps you're looking for by just searching and scrolling manually on your iPad or iPhone. So I wanted to show you guys a new way to access your apps on the iPad Air without having to deal with typing in or searching those apps by just scrolling. And one way to do that is if you look at all these apps down here, you're going to see we all have our standard apps that come with the iPad, like our messages, Safari, music, email, and whatnot. But I want to show you guys this section right here. This section, by clicking on it, it's going to take you to an app library. And by taking you to the app library, you're going to see all the apps that you have in one location on the screen of your iPad. And this makes it easier to find the apps you're looking for. As you can see, we have suggestions, recently added, utilities, and all these different categories based on the type of apps you have. So opposed to having to scroll and find all those apps manually, if you want to find a certain app for like Instagram, for example, or your podcast, you're just going to go to the app library by clicking that icon I showed you, which is right down here. It's going to take you to the app library. And say we want to go to podcast. Now I can easily find podcasts in this others category. Just by clicking on that, it's going to take me to the podcast. But like I said, we have tons of options to choose from. And this is a much easier way to find your apps in this app library opposed to scrolling through your iPad. Because like I said, I know all of us probably have tons of apps on our Apple products or like our iPhones. So this makes it easier to find those. I just wanted to show you guys this nice tip so you can find your apps more easily in the future. So in addition to the app library, which is located down here, if you want to find your apps not by scrolling and searching to make it easier, there's also a different way you can access them, and that's through Siri suggestions, which is super easy to locate. All you have to do is just kind of pull down on your iPad like that. Siri search suggestions are going to pop up, and these are all the apps that you probably use the most commonly or the most. So it's going to show you what you use the most, but if you want to search in a specific app, all you have to do is just type it in right here, and that's one other way to find your apps more accessibly opposed to having to scroll through all of your apps on your iPhone or iPad. And this is one other way to do it opposed to the app library, which like I said is located down here. So it's up to you. If you prefer scrolling to find your apps, it's not a big deal. You can do that, but I just want to show you guys some other ways to access your apps without having to do that scrolling. And now let's move on to the next tip. I want to take a quick break from the video to introduce to you guys an incredible app where you can earn rewards and other great prizes simply by just answering questions, taking surveys, and sharing feedback, and that app is Quick Thoughts. Using our exclusive link I'm about to share with you guys can earn all these rewards by just answering thoughtfully different surveys and taking surveys and other quizzes, and I'm going to show you guys how to access that link right now. Claiming free rewards and other great prizes with Quick Thoughts using our exclusive link, all you have to do is just go to Safari or any other web browser and type in bit.ly/getquickthoughts. That is bit.ly/getquickthoughts. It's also in the link in the description of this video, and it is right here on the screen. In case you forget it, make sure to check those links out after this video. But basically all you have to do is just type that in and click go. It is going to actually take us to the app on the App Store itself. So essentially it's going to give you an overview of the app right here. And look, if you look right here, it's going to show you all the different rewards and prizes you can actually win, such as gift cards, different discounts, cashback, and other great rewards all from this app just by taking simple surveys and sharing feedback on certain things. I'm going to show you guys the app in a second, but this is a quick preview of it. And all you have to do is just download it today. Once we're on the app page using the link we gave you guys, you're just going to click open. It's going to take us to the Quick Thoughts app. It's going to ask you to sign up, or if you're an existing user, just put in your information. But it's completely free to use, and keep in mind that you guys are supporting our channel by using the link we shared with you. But also, on top of that, you guys are getting access to some of the best rewards and prizes with the different surveys that Quick Thoughts come with by using our exclusive link. So definitely keep that in mind and definitely use our link when downloading Quick Thoughts. On top of that, this is an overall win-win app where you guys actually have the chance to win great rewards and prizes simply by just taking quizzes in different surveys. So you guys do not want to miss out on this opportunity, and make sure to click that link. It is bit.ly/getquickthoughts. It's in the link in the description of the video, so just click that when this video is over, and thank you guys for watching this part of the video. Enjoy. I previously showed you guys that you can access the notification silencer button on the control center on the iPad Air because, like I said, the iPad does not have the button on the side of it like the iPhone does where you can mute your notifications that way. But the notification center or the control center of the iPad Air also has different icons than iPhone 13 or other Apple technology normally would. So for example, if we go to the control center right here, you're going to see that we have most of the standard icons that come in the control center of all Apple products. But one that differs from other Apple products is this notes icon right here. So as you know, if you have an iPad, they make great for note taking, especially if you have that Apple Pencil. But the Apple iPad Air does have a notes icon in its control center because, as you know, people love to take notes with their iPad. So you can easily access your notes app right through this control center just by clicking this notes tab right here. It's going to take you directly to your notes. This makes it easier than have to scroll and find your notes manually. It'll take you right there, and say you have a quick idea or memory you want to jot down for future reference, you can just pull up that icon very fast so you can type that note so you don't forget it. I think this is a really great feature for the iPad because, like I said, it makes great for note taking, and I definitely recommend taking notes or bringing your iPad to class if you want to take notes on that because it's great. It has a large screen, easy to take notes on, like I said, especially if you have that Apple Pencil. So definitely check out that notes icon if you prefer to take notes on your iPad. Like I said, just go to the control center right here and you can find that notes icon right there. I know I've walked you guys through tons of tips, tricks, and hidden features for this brand new iPad Air, but if I forgot any, make sure to let us know in the comments. And if you guys want to learn more about your iPad Air, all you have to do is just go to this tips app right there on the iPad. It comes with all Apple products, and if you click on that, you're going to be able to find tons of tips and tricks for the iPad and other great features like the iPhone, iOS 15, and any other updates that come with the iPad. So make sure to check that out if I forgot something or if you want to learn more about the iPad Air in general. The Tips app is right there. It's on all Apple products. Make sure to check that out if you guys want to learn even more about the iPad Air. I'm sure that most of you are aware that there's multiple ways you guys can hold your iPad depending on what you like. So for example, we have it in the normal orientation right here, but if I want to turn it this way, you can gladly do that as well, and you're going to be able to use it this way. I know a lot of people prefer using their iPad Air like this. I know my dad does. He's a huge iPad fan, and he always holds his iPad like this. You can turn it upside down like this. I'm not really sure why anyone would need to do this, depending if they want to just keep it this way. And then lastly, you can turn it this way. So there's 4 ways you can turn your iPad depending on what you like, but I want to show you guys how to keep it in one orientation if you prefer to keep it a single way. So all you have to do is just go to your control center. I've showed you guys how to get to the control center numerous times throughout this video, but in case you forgot, you just swipe down where this battery bar is right here. It's going to take you to the control center, and as you can see, like I've previously told you guys, there's tons of options to choose from. But if you want your iPad to stay in one single orientation, all you have to do is just click this orientation lock, which can be located right there in the control center. And by clicking this, what will happen is whatever orientation you keep your iPad in, usually, if you click that, it's going to stay in that orientation. And then whenever you rotate your iPad, it'll stay in that same orientation that you want it to. Like I said, I have this off right now. So since I have this off, if I change my orientation, it's going to move along. The screen's going to move along with the iPad. But if I turn on this orientation in the control center right here, you're going to see that it's not going to rotate when I rotate the screen. So as you can see, it's going to stay in this vertical orientation like I showed you guys. So if you guys want to keep in a single orientation, all you have to do is just turn on that orientation lock and it'll remain in that orientation. But like I said, it's up to you. Whatever you prefer, you can keep that orientation. I prefer having it this way, but like I said, if you want to rotate it and use it horizontally, you can definitely do that. It's up to you. Like I said, my dad loves to use his iPad in the horizontal fashion. I know a lot of other people do. Some people prefer taking notes that way or using their Apple Pencil that way on their iPad Air. So like I said, it's up to you, but that's one way how to keep your orientation in a single way on the iPad Air. If you have any Apple product, I'm sure most of you are aware that Siri is a staple in any Apple product like the iPad Air or the iPhone. But when I first got this iPad Air, I was not totally sure how to access Siri opposed to saying her name. So obviously you have the traditional way of saying Siri by saying, "Hey Siri," and she'll pop up right there, as you can see. But there's also other ways to access Siri on whether it's the iPhone or the iPad, and I wasn't totally sure at first how to access Siri by not saying her name and just using a button on the iPad Air. But I found out all you have to do is just use the power button. So obviously, I showed you guys previously that to get into your iPad, you just have to use the Finger ID on the power button. But the power button also serves as a way to get to Siri, and I want to show you guys how to do that right now. It is super easy to do. All you have to do is just hold down the power button right here, and she's going to pop up down there. You can ask her whatever you want, or you can get any information from what you need. And also, like I said, you can contact her by saying, "Hey Siri," and she'll pop up right there. So these are some easy ways to access Siri, but I just wanted to show you guys because I wasn't sure right when I first got this iPad how to do that. But now that you guys know, we can move on to the next step in this iPad video. I also wanted to show you guys how to take a screenshot on your iPad Air because it is slightly different than an iPhone. So as you know, if you have an iPhone, a newer version at least, all you have to do is just hold down the power button and the volume button right here to take a screenshot, and I'll do that. But since there's no buttons on the side of the iPad right here, you can't take a screenshot that way. Instead, you're gonna have to take a screenshot using the power button right here and the volume button right there. So it's super easy to do. It's just a different motion than what you would do on an iPhone. I want to show you guys how to do this. All you have to do is just click these two right here, and you're gonna have a screenshot that is located right down here. And if you click on that, you're gonna see you can do multiple things with it, like delete it. You can send it to anyone through email or text. You can edit it, and if you want to delete it like you did by accidentally, you can just click done, either delete screenshot, save to files, or save to photos. Completely up to you. But I just want to show you guys how to do this because it is slightly different than an iPhone because there's no buttons located on this side of the iPad. So I just want to show you guys that for future reference. And now we can move forward with the next feature on this iPad Air. I want to show you guys another brand new feature for the iPad Air, and this new feature allows you to more easily switch between apps when utilizing them, and I want to show you guys how that works right now. So say for example we go to the Files app, for instance. So you're going to see we have the Files app, looks like a normal application that you'd see on your iPad Air, and you see these three dots up here. That's where the new change is in the iPad Air, and I want to show you guys what these three dots do. You wouldn't think they would do much, but by just clicking on these apps, you're going to see we have three options to choose from. We have what we're at right now, we have this middle option, and this right option. So for example, I just want to show you guys what happens if I click this middle option. So now it's going to put the app over here and move it completely out of the way. We are in a split view, and as you can see, it says choose another app. So for example, let's go to an app that kind of relates to Files. We'll choose Notes. So now Notes is open and File are open at the same time. So you can alternate between these apps at once and see both pages at the exact same time. And as you can see, now I have three dots for this app and three dots for this app. So I can continue to add apps in this view as long as I want and have as many apps as I need in this split view on my iPad. But for example, if we go back to these three dots right here, we're gonna go to the right option where it's gonna show this view right now. So now you can see the Files app is much smaller, and then we have the Notes app, which is much bigger than the Files app. So this is another way you can see the orientation and view of your apps on your iPad Air. So there's tons of options to choose from. So say we go back to normal view right here on this Files app. I also wanted to show you guys this. So say we click these three dots right here. As you can see, I've already shown you guys those three options to choose from, but you can also create a new window down here just by clicking this. And now you're gonna have a new Files app tab open, and you guys can alternate between those two different files applications, which are open both at the same time right now. And you also have the option to create as many new windows as you want. So this is a brand new way to open and create a split view for all the apps that you're using at once. It allows for easier switching between apps. So as you can see, I can choose any app I want in this split view and choose that and have it aligned next to the Files app or any app you decide to do so with. So this is a brand new feature for the iPad Air, and I definitely recommend checking this out or utilizing it, especially if you have an Apple Pencil and if you like to take notes on this iPad Air. This makes it so much easier to split between notes and taking those down or reading a chapter of something than jotting those notes down in the Notes app. So like I said, definitely check out this brand new feature on the iPad Air. I think it is super cool. I want to take a quick break from the video to introduce to you guys Rakuten, the best app to get cash back and other great deals. With Rakuten, you're going to be able to shop at stores you love and earn great rewards and other great deals just by using this app. And also with our exclusive link with Rakuten, you're going to be able to earn an additional $30 just by using it. So I'm going to show you guys how to access that link and earn your free $30 right now. Claim your free $30 from Rakuten using this exclusive link. All you want to do is just go to Safari or any web browser you have and type in bit.ly/getebates-bonus. That is bit.ly/getebates-bonus. Now that's in the link in the description as well of this video, and it's on the screen right here, so make sure to check those out to find it at the end of this video. But this link is exclusive to AppFind, so you only can get this $30 from using this link. So we made sure to get you guys the best rewards possible through this partnership, and you guys are also supporting our channel by doing this, so I want to thank you guys for that. But let's click on the link right here. It'll be in the description, like I said, and it's going to take you to this page, and it's going to say, Arc invites you to get $30 once you join and spend $30. So all you have to do is just create an account on Rakuten, which is completely free, no charges or costs involved. And once you spend that $30 on Rakuten, you're going to get a free additional $30 on top of that. So it's a win-win because you're going to be able to get free $30 and you're going to be able to get cash back while shopping at your favorite stores. So all you have to do is just put in your email and create a password, and then you are good to go with this exclusive link with Rakuten. Before using our exclusive link, I want to show you guys the Rakuten app. It is right here. It is super easy to use and navigate. It has up to 3,500 plus stores where you can earn cash back and other great rewards. So odds are that if there's 3,500 plus stores, one of these are going to be your favorite stores to shop at. So you're losing money if you essentially do not download this app and use our exclusive link to get that extra $30. But as you can see, there's tons of different sections to choose from. Stores our members love. For example, we got Macy's and Walmart. At Macy's, you can earn 10% cash back. Other great deals in the category section. So if you have a specific category you want to look into for sports and goods or health and beauty or any of these, you can gladly go to do that on this category section. But if we click on sports and outdoors, for example, we're going to see Lululemon, Athleta, Adidas, all these other stores right here where you can earn cash back. We're going to click on Lululemon. It's going to show you the 2% cash back right here and more information. It's going to tell you when it expires. It's going to show you these top coupons. But this is just one of the categories of many. Anything you want to shop, essentially Rakuten will have that. So you guys definitely got to download this app. You're losing out on money if you aren't using Rakuten. And keep in mind that you're also going to get an additional $30. So you're overall saving tons of money by using our exclusive link and using Rakuten in general. And do not miss out on this opportunity, guys. Enjoy. One last feature I want to show you guys on this new iPad Air is one I actually should have found out sooner about. I just want to show you guys so you don't forget about this, or if you want to find out about this, all you have to do is just swipe to the right like this, and you're going to see this notification center is going to pop up, which I took too long to find out about. But as you can see, you're going to see your top stories and your news app. You're going to have all these apps that are open, your weather, your calendar, your location, your screen time, your battery spendage, your tips app, and the investments on your iPad Air. But I wanted to show you guys about this because this is where notifications will appear also on your iPad Air if you receive them. And you can also edit this in any way you'd like. So you can add widgets right here, and you can search as many as you want. You have all of your suggestions to choose from all of these down here. You can search widgets right here. You show your apps. You can see your music. So for example, if I want to have these apps right here, these are my Siri suggestions. If I just add this widget, it's now going to appear in this notification center and this news center on my iPad Air. So this is a great little way to get your notification to see what's going on in the world, see what the weather is. any other information you'd like at your fingertips, you can go to this section and you can find all of that information. And I hope you guys check this out because this is a cool feature that took me way too long to find out about on this iPad Air. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. These are the best tips, tricks, and hidden features for the brand new iPad Air. If you found this video helpful, make sure to drop a like and hit that subscribe button for more great content like this. I also encourage you guys to go to AppFindVIP.com where you can subscribe to our email newsletter to get the best apps and games delivered directly to your email inbox. I also encourage you guys to go follow us on AppFindVIP. This is our Instagram account sharing the best tips, tricks, and hidden features for all Apple, Android, and new releases out there. And then lastly, I also encourage you guys to go to bestrewardsapps.com. All these apps allow you to earn incredible rewards and great prizes. And these are all affiliates of ours. So definitely check out this page when you get the chance to earn some incredible rewards. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.